Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our live broadcast. I'm here this afternoon with Clarence Greer Jr. from Lures for Vets and Barry and Sally Trache of Backroads Adventures. I'd like to take the opportunity to thank you for being here and to listen to such an important discussion we are about to have. Welcome, Barry and Sally. Welcome,
Thank you. Hello,
Clarence.
everybody.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, well, I'm going to start with you, Clarence, and I'm going to just have you share a little bit about Clarence Greer Jr. and Lures for Vets, and also the Veterans Memorial Medical Center Society, where you're the vice president. Whatever you feel is important for viewers to know.
Okay. Let's see. Geez, where am I being gained? Okay. Born and raised Shelburne, Nova Scotia. Signed on the dotted line at 18, left home, and 16 and a half years with Reg Force, and a year and a half with the reserves. So roughly 18 years I've served. Medically discharged. Oh my God. Attended the Wounded Warriors Weekend Foundation back in 2013. Came back and told my wife, Krista, I said, I finally found something that works for me. I said, I need my own boat. I need my own gear. I need to be on the water. This is where I get my medicine. This is what does it for me. And then, next couple of years after that, I was starting to spend copious amounts of money on tackle. So with her ingenuity, I was given a Christmas present to start making my own tackle.
So that's how Lures for Vets came about.
Not right off the bat. After I filled my tackle box and hers, I had so much left over, and she's the one that suggested, why don't I sell it? So I did that at one of the community little markets they had, craft fairs. Made roughly $100 some odd. So I give 60 of it to Wounded Warriors Weekend Foundation. And that's when it all, Lures for Vets began, right from there. So.
And how did you become involved with the Veterans Memorial Medical Center? And please give us some more information on that center and what it does, and et cetera.
Well, right now it's we're just a small nonprofit, and we're pushing to get a one-stop shop medical center opened here in Nova Scotia for veterans. Nova Scotia has the highest veteran per capita population, believe it or not, in Nova Scotia. And right now, with Nova Scotia needing doctors and everything else, and for veterans trying to get stuff done or benefits that they're entitled to, we're basically having to jump from psychologist, go see a psychologist, go see a doctor, go see a specialist. Basically we're hopping all over the place just to get things done that we need. And we're pushing to have a one-stop shop center where they come in, they say, okay, you're entitled to this, or you need rehab, you need respite, you need whatever, or Veterans Affairs paperwork filled out. We can have that people there get it all done one stop. Like, you can get your rehab done, you can get your Veterans Affairs paperwork done, you can have a family doctor, you can have a psychologist or a psychiatrist, have dental, whatever. Like, that's what we're pushing for, and it's sorely needed.
Okay.
And after serving our country, there shouldn't be a runaround at all.
There shouldn't be, no.
Absolutely not for one veteran. And so it's a perfect idea, and it needs to happen, and it probably needs to happen in more than one location, not just in Nova Scotia. But that's a start, because like you said, that's where a large population of veterans are. And so that's a start. Now there's sort of an incentive or proposal that's gone forth for another location. Can you just talk a little bit? I know that hasn't been confirmed or approved, but
Yeah, we're in talks with a gentleman that owns an actual medical center or building in Coburg. Like I said, it's still in talks, but he wants to open up his medical center, in Coburg. Now, like I said, it's still in talks and it's been proposed. So, I mean, it's catching on, and it's like this. So it needs to happen, and people are starting to recognize that this is a need for the veteran population.
absolutely.
Especially,
And go ahead.
especially for the homeless veterans that are around. So once the homeless veterans are identified, they can be brought into the medical center and get set up with, their Veterans Affairs file number, disability benefits, finding them a permanent home. So, I mean, that's a big deal as well.
That's a huge deal because I struggle as a Canadian to even think that we have veterans that are living in the street. It shouldn't be happening. It's not one, as far as I'm concerned.
Correct.
So the Veterans Memorial, obviously, it's a nonprofit, and so it relies solely on fundraising and donations, et cetera, et cetera. Correct? Okay. Barry and Sally, I'm going to come to you now because you've stepped up and offered the Veterans Memorial Medical Center Society an annual sponsorship through donation. And maybe you can talk a bit about what you plan to donate. It doesn't have to be specifics, but just, and why, I guess.
I think it'll be a package to probably in the form of, I'd like to have one of our fish whipped apparel back road adventures jerseys. There'll be other things that we're currently in the process of getting made, and it'll be a package deal between
Badges,
toques, perhaps winter toques, stickers, baseball caps, that type of thing, maybe land arm to put your key on. And we'd like to donate it, and hopefully it will bring in other people to maybe help donate as well.
Absolutely.
We'll get the package together, and I'll send Clarence a picture of it. And then as soon as the draw is made, then we will get the proper size made for the recipient. And that'll be your job, Barb.
Yeah,
And,
that's fine.
We'd be very happy to donate this on an annual basis, and hope that it will spark others to help veterans, because the veterans have already done their job. Now it's time for us to look after them. And if they need help, we should be getting it.
Absolutely. Go ahead, sorry.
They shouldn't have to run around here and there and all over the place. And like Clarence said, all in one is a fantastic idea, because it's sometimes it's very hard for them to get around, or maybe they just don't have the energy to get around, or the vehicle, or whatever it is, or just the knowledge of where do I go, to have somebody helping them, through everything. I think this is a tremendously worthy cause, and Clarence, I really commend you on that. So when we get it together,
I was brought into it after. I was brought into the Veterans Medical Memorial Center as a board member a couple of years ago, and then our president said, "Well, our vice president has stepped away. We need a new vice president." He said, "You've worked with other nonprofits when you were able to work. So tag, you're it. So I just kind of got slid in there.
And I think
Awesome.
I think they made a good choice.
Excellent
Yes,
choice.
yes.
Perfect.
But Barry and Sally, I hope people join in with your incentive also. You know, my understanding is your donation will go along with a, what is it, Clarence? So, what did you say? I'm sorry, earlier to me about the,
A gift certificate from Jason. It's a gift certificate from Jason Robichaux,
Yes.
Cap River Adventures. So it's going to be the package is going to be off for the fundraising. So it'll be consisting of Barry patch and his gift certificate for a guided fishing trip for the day.
that's amazing. So anybody, any fishing lure companies, anyone who can, just once, we're just asking that maybe once a year you donate some type of package that Clarence and the Veterans Memorial Center Society can use, to raise money in whichever means they choose. It's a little thing. If so many people get on board, it becomes a big thing, and it's such a much needed, for our veterans. So now we're
Yes.
going to talk about the Jersey incentive. And Clarence, I didn't warn you about this, and I sort of felt bad afterwards because I didn't expect the reaction that I got. So I basically, Fish with Apparel has been blessed to now be the manufacturer of the Lure for Vets jerseys and the Fish and Friday jerseys, and I'm so honored. And in doing that, we're giving back from those jerseys, but it's a minute little piece. And so in my mind, I got thinking about, it's coming close to when we ran the breast cancer campaign last year, and what can I do? So I secretly designed the memorial jersey, and I called Clarence on the telephone and I said, "Are you near your computer?" And he said, "No, but I can be." And I said, "Okay, I'm shooting something over to you." So I shot the jersey over to him, and it got silent for a little bit. And maybe Clarence, you can kind of just, what was your reaction initially?
Silent.
Shock.
Shock. Ultimately, it's almost like winning a lottery. Complete shock is like, it's like you don't know what to say.
It's like, duh, what just happened?
So,
Yeah.
but
We were the
more of
same
a
way, Clarence.
goosebump shock.
Yeah, exactly. We were the exact same way when Barb did our back roads. I had a vision in my mind. I didn't really know how to explain it. So I just gave Barb a
Yeah.
whole bunch of a mess of everything. And she put the whole entire puzzle together and came up with what she did. And I didn't even have to change anything. It was absolutely perfect. Same in my head. It was just incredible.
And that's what she's done for the jersey, for the memorial. That's a beautiful, beautiful design.
That jersey will be, I always say this and everybody agrees, the pictures, the TV, the internet, whatever, it never picks up the true jersey. And it's not until it's in your
That's
hand
right.
and you see the depth of the color, and you see, you just have it, that you see just how beautiful it is. And it is going to be a beautiful jersey. And within that, we're running this jersey sale. I should say, at the cost that it is, we'll keep it at that for right now, up until November the 11th. The jerseys are $80, of which $25 will go, from each jersey will go directly to the Veteran Memorial Medical Center Society. And then we will continue to sell them after that. That's just not worked out yet, but we will continue to sell them. But it's important that you get them before November 11th if you can. You can do so through Fish Whipped Apparel here or by sending an email to fishwhippedapparel2019@gmail.com or just reach out to me here. How important is this money, Clarence, at $25 a jersey for the Veterans Memorial?
Oh, it is really important. We have some funds in the bank, keep us going so we can advocate for the need for it, keep the information relevant on the website. And websites right now.
Oh, we've lost.
Awesome.
We lost Clarence, so I'm gonna get him back. I wasn't sure if it was me or him that was having the issue, but it appears it was him. So just let me. I'm assuming he ended up right offline. So just let me resend him. Help me.
We can't, Barb. We know nothing about all this stuff.
No, I'm
I'm shocked that I got on here.
no, you guys are fine.
Oh no, I'm computer illiterate, big time.
Oh, I put that in the wrong box. Hold on. He must have got the boot right off. So I'm just resending the link in case his page or something happens that he can't get it. And there we go. And I think he's back.
Nah,
Welcome back. I got worried. Like we lost him.
I'm back.
See his picture. There he is.
There you are, Terrence.
All of a sudden,
Okay, we didn't hear any of what you were saying. So I was asking how important is $25 from each jersey when it's added up into what can be hundreds and thousands. How important is that money for veterans?
Oh, it is very important. Start, just maintaining the website so we can information, accessible to people. This is happening. This is what we're proposing, and it kind of gives the larger corporations and or governments to say, okay, well, you need to do fundraising. Then we can go back and prove and say, well, we've already been doing fundraising, and to run a medical center for staff and whatnot, it's not cheap to have someone in there full time. It wouldn't be cheap.
No. And this is the bottom line.
Important that
You're right.
Everyone can help out to make this happen.
And the bottom line is that every Canadian should be angry that we don't have what's out there for our veterans. We all should be angry, and we all should be doing something.
Every family is affected by it because there's someone in your family who was a veteran or is a
absolutely,
veteran.
Absolutely.
My father was a vet.
Yeah. So it hits close to home for everyone.
Rick Schaefer is asking a question, and he's asking, can a jersey be purchased and used as a fundraiser for a local Legion branch? I'm going to say yes. Clarence, do you see any reason why it couldn't be?
No, I cannot. The white because when you're talking with the Legion, is find out if they'll accept it, because I know the Legion Command has a lot of, red tape, and what they uh, promote for their own market. So
Okay.
I can't see a problem with it. With your local legion, to if you would have a issue with from their Dominion. I've done the same thing. I've sent your jersey design. I sent the information down to a local legion in Lockport, Nova Scotia, to see if they wanted to order something.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
We can do that here too.
I believe so. We have a Legion here too.
So we will find out as well.
We will contact our branch here in Timmins, and if we could get this rolling from town to city to town to city, I think everybody's got a Legion branch somewhere or close to them, and it could bring in a lot of revenue for the veterans.
Yeah,
I think it's a good idea.
and even if it's not, and even if you don't want to take that stand, or maybe you just don't have the time, and that happens also. A lot of people have very busy lives. Please purchase a jersey. That $25 will mean so much to the society, to the center, and to veterans. Anyone have any final words before we say
I think
good
this is
afternoon?
probably going to be
No,
I think it's going to be a campaign, a good campaign.
Clarence?
I'm still in shock that this is actually happening. That this jersey has been done. Without my still, like, I guess more like it. I am very appreciative of this gesture, and on your guys' part, more than you can believe. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I'm assuming the board has no problem agreeing with me and thanking you for this campaign. So I know the president, he was kind of dumbfounded when I sent him the jersey image as well, and he said, well, I want one like right now. I was like, well, you can't get it through me, you got to go through Bart.
Wow.
I don't know if
You can, I mean,
right off the bat.
right. I mean, Clarence, if it makes it easier for some people, because I know that I don't have all the veterans, like I don't have everybody, right? Like on my, so it's okay if you, like him, for example, okay, what size? And you just shoot it over to me and his, I'm just saying, I mean, I don't have a problem. The thing is, I have a book where I'm keeping it's very important. So as I said to Clarence, and everybody who orders one is getting an immediate receipt, so that at the end I can show Clarence, like I can say, we sold 100. That means I owe you $2,500. There's no confusion. It's very easy. It's simple. And we have the exact numbers. We have the exact numbers at the end. Whatever works for everybody. I'm honored to do this for the veterans. As you know, I've had this conversation with you. I come from a veteran family. My uncle, whose daughter and wife and grandchildren still live in Nova Scotia, was my uncle Al Dow, who they wrote an article in Nova Scotia when he passed. Was a very dear soul to my heart. And so this, but irregardless of any of that, as someone who loves their country, I don't know how anybody can accept that our veterans are on the streets or not getting what they need. It's just not right.
Well, I think we love our country, but we love our veterans more. Without the veterans, we wouldn't have our country.
Absolutely not.
So this is a very worthy cause. I hope everybody jumps on board and enjoys their jersey once they get it and wear it very proudly. And the proceeds going to help the veterans, I think will be greatly appreciated.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining.
Oh, I know, it will, it will.
Absolutely. So from this day forward to the 11th of
It
November,
will be, and
Clarence
Are
has
we-
gone fishing.
are we here?
Well, we're here.
Okay. All right. So from today
Still here.
forward,
oh yeah,
let's jump on board
I'm still here.
and let's make a difference in the life of a veteran starting today. I'm available 24/7, so just send me a message and I'll provide the information necessary to get you on the order list and get your jersey and get the much needed money donated to the Veterans Memorial Medical Center Society. Thank you both. Barry and Sally, you know I love you guys. Thank you so much. You
Love
do
you
for
too.
you do for everybody. And we need more of you. Clarence, this is gonna go good. I'm grateful for you and every veteran, so thank you so much.
Well, you're very welcome, and I thank you from myself and from the board of the Veterans Memorial Medical Center Society.
You're very welcome. All right, everybody
Very
have
welcome.
a great afternoon, and together we can make a difference.
We can,
Right on.
and proudly.
We can.
Indeed.
Good
All
stuff.
right. Thanks, everyone.
Bye,
See you,
guys.
folks.
Bye all.
Bye.